Welcome to MCpodcast, aka Men of Culture Podcast, and I am proud to say we are once again talking about solo leveling. It's been a minute since we last talked about solo leveling. Season 2 has been released, and the first two episodes have came out. They had completed the Red Gate incident, and I have to say, I am pleasantly happy on how the pace and everything is going with solo leveling. I think they really stepped up, like when it comes to animation and just the fighting and everything. Like overall, they really stepped it up on making it very crisp and clean. And they really tell that from season 1 to season 2, even though there's been like a 6-month gap, they have stepped it up big time. You can definitely tell they probably put more of their budget into season 2, expecting it to be getting another season, and just putting more emphasis and just making the animation look more crisp. I gotta say, there was a big noticeable jump on how good everything looked. And I gotta say, the pacing was pretty good. I didn't feel like they weren't blazing through everything. They finished the Red Gate incident in a good amount of time too. 2 episodes I thought was all they needed. So yeah, I think the pacing's been pretty good too. First 2 episodes, I gotta say, I thoroughly enjoyed the Red Gate incident. Definitely did a great job, like creating stakes, mystique, mystery, adding some questions about the system and what actually is going on with Sun Jinwoo. I think that's a really good thing they did. The only thing I felt like they didn't do was kind of make it an emphasis, because the only thing different between the webtoon and the anime is that sometimes when they drop a nugget in the anime, it doesn't feel as important versus the webtoon. When they mentioned something about the system, it was real heavy importance. But maybe it's just because I've read the webtoon first. But I use example when Sun Jinwoo was talking to the elf people, the chief, and he was speaking their language, which none of the humans can communicate with any monster, because they speak a different language. They don't understand each other, and they never will be able to understand each other. Since Sun Jinwoo has a system, he's able to, and it creates a mystery of how he's able to. It was great to buy the system, but what does the system entail, and what does the system have to do with the gates? And it just creates a whole big picture, which I think was great foreshadowing, and also puts into play, is Sun Jinwoo even human still? Because the elf person literally thought, he was like, we have no beef with you, honestly speaking. Like, you're not human, so I don't really care what you do. So it creates a narrative that is Sun Jinwoo not human, is losing his humanity, which I think there's a certain part of it that is. You can definitely tell from when he started, when he first came to be, and we first met Sun Jinwoo. He's a little bit completely different person from he is now. So he definitely is changing more and more as things go on. And I thought that the fighting in this episode, the first 2 episodes, was really great. Stellar animation. I thoroughly enjoyed the fight between the chief elf and Sun Jinwoo versus his 2 shadows, Igris and Iron. That was really good. They did a great job with the whole fighting animation, crisp. The 1v3 was immaculate. And then at the end, him not being able to get the chief elf, which I wish they would have done, was kind of go into a little more details on why he couldn't get it. Because I think it wasn't because of the fact that he wasn't strong enough. I think there was like an incompatibility with it. Like, he couldn't res any of the elves. He couldn't res any of the elves, which I think the episode did leave out, that Sun Jinwoo cannot res any of the elves that were in the forest. So it wasn't just because of the chief elf was too strong. He couldn't do it with any of them. So they kind of glazed over that part. So obviously there is some sort of narrative that's going on that he can't res everything, and there's certain things he cannot res at all, because there just could be an incompatibility thing, or the system is not allowing him to do so. Other than that, I thought the episode was really good. The past 2 episodes were really good, and I'm just excited to continue to see how they take care and how they go about solo leveling. A1 Pictures is doing a good job so far. I'm interested in seeing what's the next way they go and how they handle the pacing. I know they want to get to the Juju Island part probably by the end of the season or get close to it. So I'm interested in seeing how they handle everything and how they handle the pacing and make everything just right. But so far, it's been phenomenal, really great. Everyone's loving Solo Leveling. I enjoy it a lot. If you haven't watched the first episode of Solo Leveling, go check it out. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Make sure you go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna be talking about Solo Leveling all winter season, and obviously we're gonna get other videos about other animes throughout. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe for it. MC Podcast signing out. Stay meta culture, people. Peace.